At the strangest political rally I've maybe ever seen in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Donald Trump fantasized about the size of another man's. He waxed poetic about the impressive dimensions of another man's twig and berries, telling his rally crowd all about another man's apple bags and baton. He was speaking of the late golfer Arnold Palmer and talking about the impressive size of his. Listen to this.
Old man. His man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, "Oh my God, that's unbelievable." I had to say it. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here, but they used to look at Arnold and say, "Bad," but he was really.
Yeah. Trump is as coherent as he is going to be from this day forward. On this day in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, this is the peak relative to a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. He's going to get more incoherent. He's going to get more sociopathic. He's going to get more paranoid, delusional, and deranged. And even though the part of the Arnold Palmer rant that got the most attention was the discussion of the size of his member, Trump went on about Arnold Palmer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Other than the penis size portion, the crowd was basically dead. This is weird even by Trump's standards.
Hollywood stars, and it became the biggest of those companies like William Morris and all of them. And it was all because of Arnold. Arnold owned a big piece of it. Arnold was a very rich man. And I said to Arnold, I got to know him when he was 69 years old. And I played pretty much with him, a lot of them. And as he got older, you know, when you get older, you start to lose a thing called distance. And I'm a good golfer.
Anyway, so Trump's talking and talking and talking about Arnold Palmer. We don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Eventually, he gets past that part of the rally, and he goes on to the insults against Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, that you've had enough, that you just can't take it anymore. We can't stand you. You're a shit vice president. The worst. You're the worst vice president. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Get out.
Now, as you can tell, this rally also plagued by audio issues. And as is always the case with these people, there's probably some broader explanation as to why the audio is just a disaster. But we were able to hear him say that Kamala's a shit vice president, as Donald Trump said there. Maybe the most horrifying, I want to use the term policy, but is this even policy? Maybe Trump's most terrifying suggestion from the Latrobe, Pennsylvania rally was when he said that if he doesn't like a state law, he'll just overturn it. Like, for example, there's California election law that Trump doesn't like. He says he'll just overturn it.
Did you see the other day he signed a bill that you are not even allowed to ask a person whether or not they have voter ID? If you ask them, it's a criminal penalty. If you say, "Sir, I'd like to see your voter ID," they want to put you in jail for saying that. We're not going to stand. I'm going to get that thing overturned so fast. He just signed the bill.
There you go. This is terrifying. And you might be saying to yourself, you know, earlier in the show, we talked about how, Republicans always say America's always great, except now Trump doesn't say that. Okay, well, they always say we respect the troops, we support the troops, we cherish their service. Trump doesn't say that anymore. He says that there are generals who don't support him, who he doesn't respect as soldiers. Okay, well, they always talk about states' rights. We defer to states. States get the power. It's beautiful. I got Roe v. Wade repealed and states can now do whatever they need to do because that's the way the country was designed. Not when it comes to election law all of a sudden. Trump says, I'm going to get that overturned. I don't like this law in California. It's because the principles do not matter to them. They don't care. Trump earlier in the weekend said, make sure you're voting, vote by mail, vote early. And yet in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, Trump attacked mail-in ballots once again.
Because we want ultimately one-day voting. We want paper ballots. We want voter ID, and we want proof of citizenship. And we're finished. And we'll have quick, fair elections that will cost 8% of the cost of these very beautiful, fancy machines that go up to Mars and around and down and all over the place. You ever see this? Where the machines, we spend all this money on machines, and then they announce, we expect to have the results like 7 days after the election. If you had paper ballots, you get them at 10 o'clock. France went to paper because what we did didn't work. The mail-in ballots didn't work. France had them, and you know what? Didn't work.
So Trump is attacking mail-in ballots, yet here he is in Arizona just a few days ago saying, hey, vote by mail.
Early voting by mail and in person opened in Arizona earlier this week. So if you have a ballot, return it immediately. And if not, go vote, get your you-know-what up and vote.
There you go. So mail-in ballots are bad or mail-in ballots are good. Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares as long as Trump wins? And then finally, Donald Trump ending the rally with his now notorious double jerking dance. You will also notice the audio completely degenerating. I can't tell if the audio is out of phase. I can't tell if there is some kind of strange feedback loop or a microphone put up to a mic. I don't know. Here is a very problematic song playing in terms of the audio. The song is fine. And Trump doing his now infamous dance. Oh, we are going to be so thrilled when this is all over. Now, whether it's all over in 2 weeks or whether it's all over in 4.5 years, that's going to be up to the voters. Remember Sleepy Joe? Those days are gone. It's now Sleepy Dawn. Let me explain. Not all men's underwear is the same. With traditional underwear, the sticking and the rubbing are something many of us know all too well. But our sponsor, Sheath Underwear, puts it to an end once and for all. Sheath Underwear is ultralight and breathable. You can barely tell it's there. But importantly, Sheath is uniquely designed with 2 pouches in the front that separate everything out, giving you an extra confidence boost throughout the day. Air can flow in between, keeping things dry and comfortable all day. No more sweating and sticking. Sheath underwear is the type of thing that's hard to fully appreciate until you've tried it. Try a pair yourself and you'll finally understand the level of comfort and morale that you've been missing out on. They come in a bunch of different designs. They have something for everybody. The quality is amazing, super long lasting, unlike the underwear you currently use, which you might have to replace every 6 months. Sheath is giving my audience 20% off with the code PACMAN. Go to sheathunderwear.com/PACMAN. The link is down below.